The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Right, hello. Can you guys hear me out there? Yep, there we go. Good. Okay, good, guys. I forgot to hit the start broadcast button, so we'll go over that again. Welcome to the Policies and Procedure webinar for the 2019 rugby season. Thanks for joining me tonight. We will have a Q&A, answer any questions you might have about the upcoming season. So feel free to type in any questions that you have or raise your hand if you want to jump on and say anything for us. Righty ho, let's get going. 2019 season. So our vision for the season is to continue to focus on our training and development that we've been doing last year, to build on that and continue to try and advance some of our referees into the national level and get opportunities there. In addition to that, we're going to focus on building a strong CMO program and get some more coaches out there into the community and work closely with our referees. So that's quite exciting for us. We'll talk more about that later on tonight. We're also got a strong focus this season on supporting any dual track player referees that may want to take on refereeing while they're still playing. So trying to make sure we support those people as much as we can, and to continue to build on some of these exchange opportunities that are coming up with the Auckland Rugby Union. For those of you that met Steve Salton, came over for the Bloodfest. We're going to try to continue building upon that and get some exchange opportunities down in New Zealand with the Auckland Rugby Union. So that's really the overriding vision that we have this season. So let's go ahead and meet the new officers for the 2019 year. So the executive committee this year is, again, myself as the chairman. We've brought Tim O'Gara on as the vice chairman, and that's really exciting for us to have Tim on board. And then we've asked Butch Njonswanda to come back and run the RATO. And one of his main goals for the season is to help rebuild the CMO program and get that off the ground and can keep the momentum going there. So that's your executive committee for the 2019 season. And good bunch of guys, I reckon. We have a couple of new regional referee officers come on board this year. In the north, Sean's come back again to help us out. Awesome to have Sean on board again. He's your go-to person up in the north. We have a new officer in the central area, Drew Lowe. So we're really glad to have Drew down here in the central area. He'll be taking care of Austin and the San Antonio regions. And then in the south, we have Ozzy. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name. But Ozzy's come on in the south to help out down there. So they're your three regional officers. And if you have any questions about anything refereeing, they are your go-to people. So as far as, anything to do with our policies, matches, how to get on Who's the Ref, how to claim expenses, they're the first port of call. Get hold of your regional officers, and if they can't help you, they will find the answer for you. So thank you again to Sean, Drew, and Ozzy for stepping up and taking on those roles for us for this 2019 season. Next up, we have brought on 3 senior CMOs, and this is all part of the initiative to build up the CMO program. So in the north, we have a new referee coming into the Dallas-Fort Worth area, You might recognise the name John Stevens. He was on one of our webinars last year when we did a communication webinar. John Stevens is a current USA Rugby national panel referee, originally from England. He's been living in the States for a number of years and been on the national panel for a number of years as well. So we're really lucky to have John coming into the Dallas-Fort Worth area to help out, mainly as a CMO and to help mentor some of the new and upcoming refs in that area. In the central area, we have Cesar Herrera, who has switched roles from our vice chairman, and now he will be running the CMO program in the central area. So we're really glad to have him there. And Stephen Jarvis down in Houston will be the guy in the south. So they are your three senior CMOs, and between them, myself, and Butch, we will be, tasked to rebuild the coaching and match official program. So really excited to have all those guys joining us. Another couple of new faces. Cole Jones has taken on the role of the new referee officer. So that's really good to have him on board. He will be dealing primarily with bringing new referees into the TRRA and helping them get through the first few months, getting them signed up with Who's the Ref, getting them referee kit, showing them some of the policies and the procedures, helping them get signed up with Who's the Ref, sorry, already said that, and then getting them a CMO to work with. So if you're a new referee or you know people who want to get involved as a referee, Cole Jones is your contact, and you can find his contact info on Who's the Ref. And also we brought Kat Roshan as the Sevens manager this year, and she did a really good job running and managing the Sevens tournaments over the summer. And that really wraps up our officers for the 2019 season. Any questions so far? Don't be shy. Type them in, put your hand up. Nothing there, all good. We'll just continue on, eh? The 2019 referee handbook is now out. It's been attached to the webinar. If you go to the handouts, you should be able to find the PDF there, and you can download that. And that's got all the info that you will need to get going. Pretty much the same as last year. A few changes here and there. Overall, the same idea. So make sure you download that, have a good read, and if you have any questions, contact your regional officers, and they can help you out. Time to sit with USA Rugby and renew your membership. You can go online to usarugby.org or WebPoint and renew your SIP membership. It does take a little bit of time, so we are scheduling out matches starting next week. So don't waste any more time. Go in there, register with USA Rugby, pay your new membership dues so we can start assigning you out. So this cycle with USA Rugby, obviously there'll be a background check because you're a referee. You have to do your concussion awareness through World Rugby. The links are on the webpage when you sit. And once you've completed the concussion awareness test or course, you have to email that certificate, download it, email it off to education@usarugby.org. That's really important. And then obviously there's the Safe Sport course that you have to take. Now, That is about an hour or two. So just keep that in mind. You've got to sit down and watch the videos, answer some basic questions, but it does take a little bit of time to complete. So background check, concussion awareness from World Rugby, and your safe sport, the other three things that have to happen in order for you to get SIPT for the 2019 season. So jump on over there and get that sorted. And of course, we want you to join the TRRA and become a member. Again, we have a strong focus this year on referee training and development. We will continue to have our monthly referee training and development meetings in Houston, Austin, and the DFW area, as well as our monthly training and development webinars, law tests, and we will also be adding in-person trainings in the 3 regions. So the CMOs will organise some field training sessions for you this year as well, which is really exciting. And yeah, that's basically it. So we have a question here from Glenn.
Those are required every year. It's every 2 years, I believe.
Are you asking about the safe sport or the concussion protocol there, Glenn? I'm not too sure, but I believe it's every couple of years you got to knock those out. But once you sign up, you'll be able to figure that out. They'll let you know pretty quickly. So get on over there, SIP, register, pay your membership dues, so we can start getting you out there on the field. Okay, we have another question here. Doug, how can we confirm that all our registration items are in the correct places? So when you go and do your SIP registration, the background check is going to happen automatically. It takes about a week for it to go through the process. Your safe sport is also automatically attached to your USA Rugby membership. So once you've completed the course, you should be able to, it will just automatically update your membership. And then the concussion protocols or concussion awareness test from World Rugby, you have to download that certificate and send it into education@usarugby.org.
There you go.
And so the safe sport is an annual requirement, and the concussion is every 2 years, according to Cesar Herrera. I'm not too sure how reliable that information is. He is from Guatemala after all. I don't know how they do it down there. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, so it's time to update all your information, all your contact info in Who's the Ref. Make sure that's up to date. That's how we send payments out. So if your address in Who's the Ref is not current, then you will not be getting any checks in the mail. So make sure your address is current and up to date. All your contact info is up to date. Please make sure you take a headshot if you haven't already and put it in your Who's the Ref profile. It makes it a lot easier for the new referee officers to know who you are. So if you could do that, we'd really appreciate it. If you're not sure about Who's the Ref online scheduling software, contact either your regional referee officer or Cole Jones, the new referee officer, and they can walk you through that process and get you started on the way. So update your contact info and Who's the Ref. Put a headshot in there for us so we can identify you, and we can go from there. That'd be awesome. TRRA referee kit. We now have a new online referee kit store through Rugby Athletic, where you can go and buy all the kit that you need. We have additional jerseys available, polos, t-shirts, touch flags, etc., socks, shorts, all there on the store. So if you need any additional kit, You can go to www.rugbyathletic.com and click on their store link and go down to the Texas Rugby Referee store and find yourself some new kit. Again, our standard kit that all referees should have are the gold and green jerseys. And then we also have additional white, pink, blue, and a grey jersey available too, if you want to add to your collection. But the main kit is the gold and green, so make sure you have those first before you go spending all your money on the additional jerseys. So Maurice has asked a question about kit. So we now have BLK as our new kit provider, and as was in the handbook last year, last season was our the last season where we could wear the 15 brand kit. So we would like everyone to jump on over to the BLK stuff. If you're a new referee and this is your first season, you'll get a new BLK kit as part of your when you join up, as part of your membership fee. Covers your kit, flags, etc. So yes, we would like you all to jump on over and be wearing the new BLK stuff. Right, any more questions so far? Anything there? If not, we can move on. Full rugby. So we no longer have a contract with the Lone Star Conference men's tournament, the Lone Star men's conference. They have decided to try and referee their own conference. So we don't have that in the full. That's primarily a full competition for us. So we don't have that this year. What we do have is we have the D1A is kicking off in a couple of weeks. So if you applied to be a referee for that, you should know by now if you're accepted in that. There's also opportunities to be a referee coach for the D1A for you aspiring CMOs out there. We will focus on trying to get some referees through some training courses. We're doing a big push for CMOs, and if you're interested in getting CMO certified, again, reach out to your regional officers, let them know. We'll be sending out a new contact form, and that will have that info on it as well. If you want to do some training, you can let us know through the contact form. There will be training and development tournaments in all of the main areas, Dallas, Austin, and Houston over the fall. And we'll use those to bring in a lot of our new referees, get them some time in the center, and hopefully our senior referees can come out and help coach some of those new referees and get them all ready for this big spring season that will be coming around. Lone Star Women's have come back under the TRU umbrella. That kicks off next week. And so those assignments will be coming out pretty quickly. So make sure your calendars are updated and we know when you want to referee and are available to referee. So that's the full rugby. And really the last thing we have for you today is our regional meetings are starting again at the end of this month. We are really excited to announce that Derek Summers is relocating to Austin at the end of the month. He's going to come down and take on the role of the referee education officer, and he will be on the road hosting the training and development courses, developing some of our law tests, and just being out there helping and to train and develop our referees. So really excited to have Derek on board, and you should see him out in the Dallas, Austin, or Houston areas at the end of the month doing our first regional meeting, which will be assistant refereeing, technical zone, and being a fourth match official. So we're going to do some training there. If you're involved in a rugby club, please invite them to come along to these meetings. We'll have the dates and locations up by the end of next week. And it's just a good opportunity to get some basic training around the sidelines, what we're expecting teams to do for tech zones, how to run the tech zones and how to run the sidelines. So yeah, make sure you get out to those and invite your rugby playing friends, coaches, parents, anyone who you think may be able to get something out of that. So that's basically all I have at the moment for you. If you have questions or comments, now's the time to start asking. We'll stay on the line for a little bit longer to catch any questions you might have. Again, let's go on to Who's the Ref. Make sure you've updated your contact info. Make sure your calendar is updated so we know when you're available to referee. Assignments will start coming out this week. There'll be lots of opportunities to AR and be a number 4 match official. And so, yeah, welcome. And it's great to have everyone around again for the 2019 season. Questions? Henry, did you find the store? If you go online to rugbyathletic.com, there should be a store link.
You found it? It says never mind.
All right, you did find it. Okay, sorry. What else we got there? Matt, any idea with, I don't know if we have 3X jerseys available, but I'll check in on that. You might just have to buy two XLs and then sew them together, mate. So, Paul, there's no D1A this year down in the Houston area, so the likelihood of ARing down for the D1A for Houston referees is pretty slim. However, there will be some Lone Star rugby happening, so and obviously the fall tournaments. There's some D4 rugby coming up in the fall through the TRU, so we'll get you out there involved as much as possible. I'm not too sure what's going on with the youth rugby at the moment or what you're referring to. I know that we've been trying to get on a phone call, Paul, so let's do that and see if we can sort that out. The online trainings for fourth official and tech zone, Jared. So yeah, we'll be doing a webinar and we'll be covering the tech zone and the fourth official stuff, and then we'll cover those in our regional meetings again as well. So okay, the fees, Chris. So the USA portion is $61, I think, or $68 to SIP, and the 2019 membership fee for TRRA is $200 this year. So do the math, it's about $260. Okay, I just answered that one. So the same, Carl, Russell, how are you? It's the same fee for new referees, but you get a free referee kit and touch flags when you join up. So it's sort of a wash. So the $200 just covers the cost of the kit. Caesar, World Rugby is really cracking down on black chat. Yes. Is there a policy in place that has been passed on to teams in regards to this issue? I know that over in the Premiership, their referee bosses sort of said that we're going to take a zero tolerance approach to back chat on the field or appealing for calls. We don't have a mandate here in the States to crack down specifically on that. Really just a common sense thing, I guess, at the end of the day. Let's answer that one. Sean is asking for SIP. We only need to register as a referee on WebPoint, not as an admin. Just for SIP, just as a referee, it's the only membership we have, just to simplify things. So, Carl, yes, the Lone Survivor tournament, we haven't confirmed this yet with the organisers, but last year we used it as a training and development tournament. So we are going to try to do the same thing, where we will have referee coaches down there, and we will volunteer. The new refs can come in and be trained up, sort of get you started, get you comfortable in the middle before the main season kicks off. So just stay tuned. I'm assuming you've had contact with the new referee officer. If not, he'll be reaching out to you shortly to get you signed up, and we'll get you on to that tournament. Okay, yep. What do you want? Okay, so it seems that the Lone Star guys have been calling out to the local Houston referees to do assignments. Again, we're going to try to do this as a volunteer training and development tournament. So just hold your horses a little bit there, guys, and we'll get that info out to you as soon as we have it about the Lone Star tournament. The question from Glenn: if you're not a new referee but don't have BLK kit, do you get a free kit? If you can get someone to pay for it for you, that would be technically free. I will not be giving you a free kit, unfortunately. We just don't have the money to do that. And the tournaments that we're looking to cover this year, Rebecca, are going to be there's a D3 regional tournaments happening this year. D3 men's, there's going to be one in Dallas, Austin, and Houston. We're looking to get involved with the Lone Star tournament in Houston, the Masters tournament up in Austin with the Huns, and basically any tournament over the fall. We will be reaching out to the organisers to volunteer our services to help train and develop new referees. So if you're a part of a team who's having a tournament and you'd like us to come down and cover it as volunteers, we would love to hear from you. So reach out to me, and we'll get that on our list. Things to take care of. So Maurice is asking about a set kit price. No, it's just individually priced now. So you can go in there and buy what you need and when you need it. So Brendan, yes, I have you grouped up with the North and Central groups, I do believe. So either way, we can catch you there. And I think I just answered that question for you, Maurice, about your kit set price, etc., etc.
Somewhere. Yeah.
Okay, so Timo Guerra has asked me to mention some stuff here about the Lone Star Conference assignment. So as I said earlier, the Lone Star Conference has decided not to use the services of the TRRA. Some of you may have been contacted by them already to go out and referee their matches. So just to clarify where we stand as an organisation. Obviously, we don't support having a second referee association operating here in Texas. However, that's not my decision to make. So all referees here for the TRRA are considered independent contractors. So you are free to referee where and for whom you want. We have no say in that whatsoever. Just know that you're not covered by or protected by the TRRA association if you go out and take on any Lone Star conference matches. So if that's what you would like to go and do, by all means, that is your choice to do so. So that's the official stance. Obviously, we would encourage you to, if you're contacted by them and they need referees, that they come and contract with us directly, ideally. However, it's up to you guys to make that decision. Okay, so I think so Paul, just to clarify that the Lone Star Conference has started their own referee association. They're trying to cover their own matches. We wish them the best of luck, and that it is what it is. So yeah. And I think, unless there's any more questions from anyone, we can get off. We can get off and go and have our have dinner. So once again, thanks so much for being on the call tonight. We look forward to a really exciting season. We're going to do a lot of work with our CMO program and have a lot more coaches out there to help you referees to develop and get you more opportunities, etc., and go out there, get sipped, pay membership dues, get yourself some new kit, and we'll see you out there on the field pretty soon. All right, thank you so much, everyone, and that is a wrap.